Hello, and a very warm welcome to the Thought for the Week of 17 May 2025. This comes to you from the grad team. My name is Ruda Landman. This week we're talking about beating procrastination. Let's go back to last week for a moment. Last week we talked about that big dark shadow, the fear of failure. And we said the first step to overcoming it is to face it, name it, to tame it. What exactly are you afraid of? Define it. Then secondly, focus on what you can control. And thirdly, take action. This week we pick up there. What kind of action should you take? Well, in this moment of your life, that has only one answer: study. If you're going to build a house, you need to lay the bricks. In working towards your degree, you need to pile up the hours of effective study. So in the next few newsletters, we are going to concentrate on that, effective study. You may recognize some of this material. We covered some of it in newsletters in September and October last year. But it is so absolutely fundamental that even if you have read it before, it will serve you well to think about it again. Your biggest enemy is called procrastination. You know the feeling. This is too big and overwhelming. I'll start tomorrow, or the day after, or next week. Not now. Now I'll rather be on social media or hang with friends or whatever. That is absolutely natural. Your brain is trying to protect you against the stress caused by the big task you have to complete. Plus, when you do something nice, it releases dopamine, which makes you feel good. But the work still needs to be done, and tomorrow you have one less day to do it in. So you have to start now, today. Two things can help to counter the temptation of procrastination. Number one, have a plan. And number two, break up the task into smaller units. Let's start with having a plan. We said this when we talked about time management in February. Being a full-time student is exactly like having a full-time job. You have to spend about 40 hours a week on your studies. If class time comes to a total of about 15 hours a week, you have to schedule another 25 hours of study time. That means about 4 hours a day, 6 days of the week. A full-time course is structured to fill that amount of time. If you don't put in the time, you are not going to get the results. Remember the statistics we gave you in February. Only 50 to 60% of people who enroll at university in South Africa ever graduate. Less than 40% get a degree within 4 years. If you want to be part of that 40%, and you can, you have to put in the hours. So, if you haven't yet done so, make a schedule of all the days of the week and block out at least 3.5 hours every day for study. There's a link in the newsletter to the schedule we gave you as an example in February when we talked about time management. The evenings are easiest for study. 7 to 9, break for half an hour, 9:30 to 11. So you make your schedule, you stick it up above your desk, and from now on you think about this like the 10 Commandments in the Bible. It is set in stone. Especially your study hours are sacrosanct, untouchable. Do not reconsider it. Sit down at your table at 5 to 7 and start. So that's having a plan. Now breaking up the task. To make it feel more doable, you can break up your blocks of time by using what is called the Pomodoro Technique. Pomodoro means tomato in Italian. The guy who came up with this technique had a kitchen timer that looked like a tomato. There's a link in the newsletter where you can watch a very clear, very cute video. It works like this. Decide on the task, Set a timer for 25 minutes. Work with total focus till it goes off. Relax for 5 minutes and repeat the process. After 4 Pomodoros, you take half an hour for coffee with a friend or a run or chatting to your mum. But set your alarm and after half an hour, back to your desk. Then start over. 25 minutes, 5-minute break, 25 minutes. It works like a charm. Remember, the brain is not a bucket to be filled, but a muscle to be trained. The more you study, the fitter your brain will become to accept and work with new information and skills. Take your brain to gym at your desk. Happy studying from the grad team.